Tonight, we're strapping in for an absolute roller coaster. I'm talking a massive, high-adrenaline sprint through some of the most jaw-dropping recent athletic and sports entertainment highlights we have seen in quite a while. From the hardwood to the squared circle, from shattering collegiate records to the wild frontiers of the UFL, we have got pure, unadulterated chaos on the menu. If you love the thrill of competition and the raw emotion of victory and defeat, well, you're exactly where you need to be.
But before we get into the madness, what actually makes a sports moment truly unforgettable? I mean, is it the sheer raw physical power of the impact? Is it that ice-cold clutch gene kicking in under unimaginable, suffocating pressure? Or is it just the sheer unpredictability of the chaos unfolding right in front of your eyes? Keep that thought in the back of your mind as we break down tonight's incredibly diverse lineup.
Okay, let's dive into this. We've got 4 main stops tonight. First, the chaos of the ring. Then, clutch plays and dagger threes. Section 3 is pure power and impact. And finally, we'll wrap up with the thrill of the game. Starting us off with Section 1, the chaos of the ring. We're looking at betrayals, survivals, and some wild title defenses. And this brilliantly illustrates just how wild the championship landscape has been lately. Just look at these 3 massive WWE outcomes. In that top row, Bron Breakker sets an absolute tone by opening Backlash with a huge victory over Seth Rollins. Moving down to the middle, we've got Roman Reigns surviving an absolute war of an epic main event against Jacob Fatu. And finally, Trick Williams managing to retain his US title over Sami Zayn, but doing so after a completely chaotic, unpredictable ending. The survival instincts on display across all 3 of these matches, absolutely unmatched.
But wait, the story didn't actually end when the final bell rang, because Jacob Fatu snaps. Just sit with that tension for a second. Roman survives the epic main event, the crowd is finally catching its collective breath, and then, absolute brutal betrayal. Fatu unleashes a savage attack on Reigns right after taking the loss. The sheer violence of it, the utter shock. The whole arena was shaking, the alliance was completely shattered, and the betrayal was just devastating.
Now, speaking of utterly unexpected moments, how about a little supernatural intervention? The Minihausens make a return. Danhausen literally curses The Miz to pick up the win. It's just brilliant, quirky madness. You've got the heavy, brutal betrayal we just looked at on one side, and then Danhausen hilariously hexing his way to victory on the other. You really have to love the completely unpredictable weirdness of sports entertainment.
Moving right along to Section 2, clutch plays and dagger threes. Ice in their veins.
Let's move to the court and see how this builds, because we are looking at 2 entirely different ends of the basketball spectrum delivering absolute fireworks here. On the left side, veteran ice. James Harden steps back, finds his exact spot, and completely nails a dagger 3 for the Cavs. Boom! Game on the line, and he silences the building. But over on the right, rookie fire. Carla Leedy steps up and drains her very first professional bucket for the Portland Fire. You have the seasoned veteran coldly closing the door on the left and the hungry rookie kicking it wide open on the right. The thrill on that court is absolutely electric.
That brings us to Section 3, pure power and impact, shattering records and helmets.
38. Just let that historic number sink in for a second, okay? 38. We are talking about literally rewriting the history books, folks. Megan Grant steps up to the plate and absolutely launches her NCAA single-season record 38th home run. The sheer unadulterated power required to shatter a collegiate record like that, swinging for the fences time and time and time again, it leaves you completely awestruck. 38 times she sent that softball flying out of the park. Unbelievable.
Now, what's really interesting about this next one is the sheer, brutal velocity of what happened over on the gridiron. Bam! The Louisville QB gets sent absolutely flying by a monster hit in the UFL. It is one of those spectacular, bone-rattling collisions where you can literally feel the impact sitting in your own living room. The defense just completely unloading, a totally devastating hit that flips the momentum of the game in a split second.
And finally, Section 4, the thrill of the game, rounding the bases.
So the crucial point to remember here is, in baseball, you never, ever look away. Bobby Witt Jr. connects, the ball is in play, it takes a wild bounce off the wall, and he is rounding first. He is flying past second base. The Royals fans are totally on their feet. The roar in the stadium is deafening. He rounds third, he doesn't stop, he is digging for home, the slide, the tag, safe. An inside the park home run, he sends the Royals fans into an absolute frenzy. It is breathless, it is chaotic, and it is the absolute magic of the game happening right before our eyes in real time.
Wow.
What a ride. But as we pulled back from all this adrenaline, in a world of scripted drama and unscripted chaos, which hit hardest tonight? Was it the vicious betrayal in the ring, the cold-blooded Dagger 3 on the court, or maybe the sheer, frantic hustle of rounding third base? Think about that for a minute. What really sticks with you? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Until next time, keep your eyes on the game.